made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow.
Nigga bamboozled the world.
We made love, we shared something real. Wait, who did you share that with? Everyone's buzzing about it. Honestly, it feels like the world got played. Things seem obvious, but are they really? Is this even true? These days, who knows? Have you met Diddy? Yeah, I have. Oh, what's with that look? What went down? Did you guys party together? Come on, spill the tea. Listen, I've got nothing, but look, what went down? There's really nothing more to say. Does he have, something different? Seriously? I'm just asking what everyone's thinking. It's no secret. I love Diddy. Okay. Oh, you're really going there? T.I. probably told you to keep quiet, right? But hey, it's not even about that. By the way, did you hear the latest about Orlando Brown's wife? Orlando Brown's wife has finally broken her silence. And what she's revealed has everyone on edge. She says she's scared for her family's safety, claiming Diddy threatened to release a disturbing tape that could ruin everything. These shocking accusations link back to Diddy's notorious parties, hinting at a web of blackmail and control, darker than anyone expected. Orlando Brown is Hollywood's ultimate wild card, always leaving people wondering what he'll do next. From his jaw-dropping interviews to his meme-worthy antics, the former Disney star never fails to keep everyone talking. Orlando Brown is known for leaving the internet completely confused. Most of the time, people are left wondering what planet he's even on. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he goes and does something totally unexpected. This time, though, he's surprised everyone in the best way. I cannot read the story without completely falling asleep. His writing style is magnetic, but even when I am falling asleep, I wake up. And the surprise in the story is that to get scared actually just fuels my imagination, is actually going to inspire people, and people will surprise you in terms of confidence. Orlando turned things around this Christmas by posting a sweet family photo on Instagram. The picture showed him, his wife Danielle, and their 2 kids, all dressed in matching green outfits, giving off cozy holiday vibes. It was such a heartwarming moment that had everyone doing a double take. But there was one thing no one could ignore. Orlando, being his usual unpredictable self, was wearing a bright red Trump 2024 beanie. That one little detail set the internet on fire. The reactions came in fast. Fans couldn't help but focus on Danielle, calling her one of God's strongest soldiers for standing by Orlando through all his wild moments. One person joked, so he acts crazy for us but keeps it together at home. Got it. Others were completely stunned, saying they didn't even know Orlando had a wife, let alone kids. Just when you thought the Christmas surprise couldn't get any more unexpected, it did. Just when fans thought they'd seen it all, Orlando and Danielle hit them with another surprise during a TikTok live in early December. They're expecting baby number 3. Did you enjoy your birthday? Danielle asked, beaming. I'm 11 weeks, so about 3 months along, she shared, smiling from ear to ear. Feel free to send gifts, she joked, clearly enjoying the moment. Oh gosh. Are you tall enough? Danielle, glowing and happy, revealed the big news, leaving fans in shock. After years of Orlando's wild behavior and jaw-dropping headlines, people are now starting to wonder, could he actually be thriving in his family life? This latest twist has everyone rethinking what they thought they knew about him. Just when fans thought they'd seen it all, Orlando and Danielle hit them with another surprise during a TikTok live in early December. They're expecting baby number 3. Did you enjoy your birthday? Danielle asked, beaming. I'm 11 weeks, so about 3 months along, she shared, smiling from ear to ear. Feel free to send gifts, she joked, clearly enjoying the moment. I'm so excited. Did you enjoy your birthday? Danielle asked, sharing a delighted smile. Danielle, glowing and happy, revealed the big news, leaving fans in shock. After years of Orlando's wild behavior and jaw-dropping headlines, people are now starting to wonder, could he actually be thriving in his... The internet wasn't quite ready for Orlando's new wholesome image. Sure, he traded in his wild ways for matching Christmas pajamas, but people couldn't forget the same guy who made those shocking allegations about Diddy and Usher. But before we get lost in all the drama and conspiracy theories, let's take a step back and remember that Orlando Brown wasn't always this controversial. How much do you burn his family life? This latest twist has everyone rethinking what they thought they knew about him. However, as you read, glowing and happy, readers will never need to turn to a book. Orlando seems to make headlines for stirring up drama like it's his full-time job. But behind all the chaos is Danielle Brown, the ride or die who's been quietly holding things together. Known as Orlando's Rock, Danielle has stayed out of the spotlight, despite being married to one of Hollywood's most talked about figures. She's been by his side through the messiest times, helping him get sober and rebuild his life. The couple made it official in 2020, and since then, Danielle has been his anchor, keeping him steady in a world full of chaos. Let's be real, she's the one constant he can rely on, even when everything else is in turmoil. Born in sunny Los Angeles, Orlando's potential was clear from the start. His godfather saw that spark in him early on and helped guide him toward his big break in Hollywood. After hooking up with the talent agency, young Orlando wasted no time and landed his first role in Major Pain, acting alongside Damon Wayans, a big deal for someone his age. This was just the start of his rise as the go-to kid for sitcoms, with roles in Family Matters, The Jamie Foxx Show, and more. By the time he was 8 to 13, Orlando was everywhere. By the early 2000s, he had already bagged 17 TV roles. Working harder than adults twice his age. But the real game changer came when he joined That's So Raven on Disney Channel. If you grew up in the 2000s, you know how iconic that show was. And Orlando was right there in the middle of it all. So Raven had it all. Fun moments, unforgettable characters, and it even helped Orlando land voice roles in The Proud Family and Fillmore. By the mid-2000s, Orlando seemed unstoppable. But as they say, not everything that glitters is gold. In 2007, things took a major turn. Orlando got arrested in Houston when cops found some greenery in his car. He insisted he didn't know it was there, but Disney wasn't going to let it slide. Their squeaky clean image was at risk, and they couldn't ignore the situation. As Orlando's acting career fizzled out, he decided to give music a shot. He went indie, dropping tracks under Young Star Entertainment, with his single Peter Pan being the big release. It had a fun concept, but sadly, it didn't take off. No Billboard hits, no major tours, just nothing. His music career felt like a one-hit wonder, but without the actual hit. The next few years were rough. Orlando faced DUIs, missed court dates, and even spent time in jail. He made headlines again when he allegedly threatened a woman outside her apartment, claiming she was stalking him. And then, of course, there were those wild interviews. In one, he didn't hold back and called out. Orlando caused quite a stir when he claimed he had a romantic past with Robin Sim. In one of his interviews, he even said, "I told you in the first interview, she gave me and then I gave her some," leaving everyone wondering what he meant. To make things even more shocking, he got a huge tattoo of her face on his neck. By the mid-2000s, Orlando wasn't just a Hollywood name anymore. He became an internet sensation. His interviews were like a train wreck that you just couldn't look away from. Between outrageous accusations, unpredictable behavior, and shocking moments, he had everyone talking. He even claimed at one point that he was Michael Jackson's. Well, let's just say he had no shortage of surprises. Orlando just couldn't stop making wild claims. He started saying that some big-name rappers were secretly gay, which got everyone talking. In one interview, he casually said, "We made love. We made love. Who you made love with?" And then dropped names like Diddy, Bow Wow, and Busta Rhymes. He even mentioned running into Busta at the airport, acting all tough, and made some surprising comments about Drake, saying he never smashed, but still had love for him. And just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, Orlando really turned heads. In another video, he was seen waving a knife around and shouting at the camera, claiming he was Will Smith's son. Then, Orlando just couldn't stop making wild claims. He started saying that some big-name rappers were secretly gay, which got everyone talking. In one interview, he casually said, "We made love. We made love. Who you made love with?" And then dropped names like Diddy, Bow Wow, and Busta Rhymes. He even mentioned running into Busta at the airport, acting all tough, and made some surprising comments about Drake, saying he never smashed, but still had love for him. The Drakes and the non-Drake. He went on to accuse Will Smith of some truly shocking things, leaving everyone stunned and unsure of what to believe next. And just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, Orlando really turned heads. In another video, he was seen waving a knife around and shouting at the camera, claiming he was Will Smith's son. Then he went on to accuse Will Smith of some truly shocking things, leaving everyone stunned and unsure of what to believe next. Of course, Orlando's wild behavior didn't go unnoticed on social media. People quickly jumped to comment, with some saying his actions were a clear cry for help, and that he might need mental health support. It was hard for anyone to ignore the signs. But just when you thought things might settle down, Orlando was back in the spotlight. This time, it was for all the wrong reasons. He appeared on Funny Marco's podcast with Ray J, and it quickly went viral. But here's the twist. It wasn't because of any heartwarming moments. Instead, it became one of the most awkward interviews ever, with Orlando's unpredictable energy leaving Ray J visibly uncomfortable. Fans were left shocked and wondering what would happen next. Uncomfortable. So it all kicked off with Ray J trying to make small talk. "We keep going viral too much and want to eat off who, me." Sounds innocent enough, right? Not with Orlando Brown in the mix. The former, That's So Raven star with his signature erratic energy, snapped back, "You do too." "No, I do." Ray J tried to keep it playful. However, Orlando wasn't having it. "Who, no, I do. The only person viral is me. And no, you don't." But we all know Ray J isn't one to back down. With a little homie, okay? But I'm the big homie now, and the tension, it was palpable. As if the viral competition wasn't strange enough, Ray J turned to the camera, trying to settle the score. "Can we do a vote? Can we vote? How many more times has Orlando been viral than Razor at this point?" Marco was just sitting there looking like he regretted every life choice that led him to this moment. But wait, it gets worse. This wasn't just a playful debate about who's more viral. Orlando's energy shifted. Suddenly, things felt off at one point. He said something that left the R&B singer visibly uncomfortable. Compare your career to somebody who, would it be Michael Jackson? That's me. Never you liar, what El Ray J was. Clearly thrown off. Excused himself and tried to get out of there as soon as he could. LL, what are you talking about? Where's Nick? Is this where I protect you? He woke up to find Diddy and others assaulting him with cameras rolling. How messed up is that? Now let's reel it back to Orlando. His wife's alarming claims hint that Diddy's alleged web of intimidation and blackmail may stretch far beyond just his inner circle. Orlando's been spilling Hollywood tea for years, dropping cryptic hints about the twisted secrets he's words in a much darker light. Diddy's defense team is running around like their hair's on fire, trying to convince everyone that this is just a money grab. Their main argument, everything was consensual and the accusers are just chasing the bag. But let's be real, with the mountain of accusations piling up and now Orlando Brown being dropped, that story is getting harder to sell. And those freak-off allegations, baby, they are wild. We're talking drugs, violence, even whispers of human trafficking. Oh, and don't forget that infamous 2016 video of Diddy allegedly assaulting Cassie. His lawyers tried to get it thrown out, but the judge was like, nope, we're keeping it. But wait, it gets juicier. There's a grand jury investigation reportedly looking into even more charges. Like, imagine new bombshells dropping involving minors, or this alleged Orlando tape. If any of that gets added to the case, Diddy's trial could get pushed back. And honestly, with all this chaos, who knows if that date will even stick. Meanwhile, things are not looking good for a Diddy behind bars word from Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Says that he's not exactly thriving. He's reportedly looking thinner, grayer, and straight up worn down. Sure, he's been polite in court, but let's not forget the reality. He's staring down a possible life sentence for the racketeering charges alone, plus extra years for the allegations. And Diddy isn't helping his case in jail either. Apparently, he's been caught using phones improperly and maybe even tampering with courts. Well, the judges aren't buying his Savior Act, which is why his $50 million bail offer for house arrest got shut down real quick. His legal team has officially given up on appealing, which feels like they're waving the white flag. The bottom line is that things are looking rough for Mr. Take that. So where does this leave us with Orlando Brown's wife stepping into the fray? This case just got a whole lot messier. Her claims highlight the far-reaching implications of Diddy's alleged actions and add another layer of urgency to the ongoing investigation. If there's any truth to the threats about a tape involving Orlando, it could blow this case wide open and further cement Diddy's fall from grace. For now, all eyes are on the prosecutors as they prepare for what's shaping up to be one of the most explosive trials in recent memory. With the way this is all unfolding, Diddy's empire might just crumble faster than anyone expected. Stay tuned, because this tea is far from cooling off, and don't forget to watch our next video. Diddy-doo. Fun.